Hi, today we're going to have an introduction to polygons. Let's get started. So a polygon is a figure that's 2D that has no arcs and curves and is closed. Okay, well let's see if a circle is a polygon. But realize that according to our definition, a polygon is a figure that has no arcs and curves. But a circle is full of arcs and curves. So is a circle a polygon? Nope. Okay, is this figure a polygon? Okay, well let's look at our definition. It says a polygon is a figure that's 2D, that has no arcs and curves, and is closed. Well, is this figure closed? Nope, so it's not a polygon. So, now that you understand what polygons are, let's look at 3 categories of polygons. There's convex versus concave, there's complex versus simple, and this is the most important one. It's regular versus irregular polygons. Okay, let's get to understand these categories a bit more. A convex polygon is a polygon where no angles points inward, which means that no angle is more than 180 degrees. Okay? And don't worry about how many degrees it is unless you know how to measure angles. You can just make sure that as long as all the sides point outwards, right? These all point outwards, then it's a convex polygon. Now, let's look at its counterpart, the concave polygon. Is when one or more angles point inward, or in other words, one or more angles is more than 180 degrees. So, for example here, this one points inward. So this polygon is concave. A good mnemonic or memory trick to go by is a concave polygon caves in, right? This caves in. Okay, now let's move on to the next category, which is complex versus simple. A complex polygon is a polygon that crosses itself. See, this polygon right here crosses itself, so it's complex. It's not very simple. Okay, well, let's take a look at a simple polygon. A simple polygon is a polygon that doesn't cross itself. As you see, there are no intersection points between itself. Okay. Now let's look at the most important type of polygon, which is the regular polygon. A regular polygon is when all sides and all angles are equal. For example, a square is a regular polygon because all sides are equal and all angles are equal. And by the way, this little dash mark means that all the sides are equal, okay? And a really nice little trick to remember is that a regular polygon is always convex. It never ever caves in. Okay, now let's look at an irregular polygon. An irregular polygon is any polygon that is not regular. So basically, it's the opposite of regular. There's no other way to categorize it. So for example, this triangle here is irregular because the sides are not equal, right? And the angles are again not equal. Okay. So let's look at this. What type of polygon is this? Is this let's look at concave or convex. Well, realize that this doesn't cave in, so it's convex. Okay, is it simple or complex? Well, it doesn't cross itself, so it's simple. And is it regular or irregular? Well, it's not regular because the sides are not equal, so it's an irregular polygon. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Okay, this one, these sides look equal, but these ones don't. So, this one's an irregular polygon. But again, it doesn't cave in, So it's convex, and it doesn't cross itself, so it's simple. Okay. Now let's look at the next one. Now I'm going to tell you that all the sides are the same and all the angles are the same. So this is regular. And we don't even need to check because we know that all regular polygons are convex. So is this simple or complex? Well, this is certainly simple. Okay. So I hope that helped, and I hope to see you soon.